welcome to today's live session. I'm so excited to have Joff back here. We had a last minute cancellation, but she was able to just step in and be with us today. So I'm super excited. And now, some of you guys have been following um, my live with other women in business. So as we have Joff here, we're going to follow and see how her journey has been in dentistry. So we're going to go ahead and dive in.
Yeah.
So prepare your coffee, your energy drinks, your wine. I don't know. But we'll talk. We'll kind of ask Joff, what did she do to be where she's at today? Okay.
Okay.
So what inspired you?
What inspired me to become a dentist?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Such a long time ago. Um I've always really liked going to the dental office. Mostly braces, going to ortho. But during undergrad at UNR, I was at the pre-dental society meeting and I met Dr. Amy Abitan. So if you're there, hello, hi. She encouraged me to come join her to a Los Medicos Voladores, or the Flying Doctors event in Coachella. And so she drove us all the way to Coachella, and I was able to volunteer as an assistant with this event, um, where we gave free dental care and eye optometry care and also medical care to the people in need in the Coachella Valley. So that's what we did. I think this is back in like 2009. I don't really remember. And so we went, and during that time, I was just so immersed with the experience that I found like my calling, and I really one case in particular I love to talk about that really just put me into the path of dentistry was meeting this one patient that had a chipped tooth. She had other things going on, but the Dr. Sun, she fixed one of her anterior teeth in the front, and after she saw the results, looking at the mirror, she was just so elated and super happy, and she was smiling from ear to ear. And even though like we had no I did not speak Spanish and I couldn't understand it at the time, um I just knew that she was just really happy. And a smile can really change somebody's confidence and their smile and their well-being. So at that point, I just realized like that really inspired me into working hard and becoming a dentist. And it's so lucky that I get to do that every day now. So it's been a long journey, I guess, but that's what set me off in the path of dentistry, is going to that pre-dental society meeting.
Awesome. So once you knew dentistry was your calling, what were
Mhm.
some of your biggest challenges along the way?
So the biggest challenge was to raise my GPA because the first couple years in undergrad, I was not. I didn't know what I was gonna do, and I really didn't care at that moment.
Oh my
So
gosh.
raising my GPA was the highest priority. I was able to get it up, but not as competitive as should have. But I started pretty late. I started um, like at the end of my sophomore year in undergrad. So when I started to take things a little bit more seriously. So that's one thing that I wish that I took more seriously when I was younger, was my education. More like, getting straight A's and studying more and all that kind of stuff. But I'm grateful for the experiences that I came
Well,
across.
what inspires me about you is that you weren't that top A student. You weren't, you weren't the best in school, but you were
What?
able.
Hey, I graduated high school at 3.8, okay? I know I wasn't like super smart, but hard work can really get you to places, I would say.
And that I can attest to, what you've done. So that's awesome. I didn't. you know. I was like, I'm just
Yeah.
amazed of your capability to go through all of that and push through. So
Mhm.
what kept you motivated through the tough times? Because tell them a little bit of like the challenges as far as like trying to get into dentistry. I know, it took you a couple
Uh-huh.
years, like, those times where you had a lot of doubt and stuff. Walk
Mhm.
us a little bit more through that. And
Mhm.
was there a mantra or piece of advice that really got you to keep going?
So, not only was the so my biggest challenge was to show the dental schools that I was competent, that I could go through dental school and I'll be all right, you know. So I wanted to raise what is it called, like my what did so what did they say? I forgot. Competency or something C. Anywho, so that was my wait. Yeah, that was my biggest challenge. So what made me persevere through all of that was um knowing that I really just wanted to do dentistry. I didn't want to do anything else. Like this is I was pretty stubborn. I mean, I'm pretty petty, I guess. My I was just like, this is what I'm gonna do. I was very stubborn, and this is like I didn't want to do anything else. I was thinking about because I was thinking about other professions that I could possibly do, and I was thinking like, no, I can't do anything else other than dentistry. I just really wanted to do dentistry, and I was highly motivated to just get in. So I did everything to make myself more competitive and uh, with the dental schools. So
Because I remember the time where it wasn't a smooth ride. You didn't
mhm.
get in your first time, your
No,
second
second
time.
or the third time.
So, and your journey to dentistry
Yeah.
came with a lot of failures.
Yes. So for me, it's also like the support system that I had. I will shout out Francis Tran for helping me get through the hard times
What
and
did
my
Francis
failures.
do?
Francis, he gave me advice. He gave me
Oh,
three things that
aw.
I needed to focus on, which was health, happiness, and career.
Francis supported you all the way from Reno while you're in California?
This was before. I'm thinking about before Reno.
Oh.
He because all of my failures kind of happened in Reno. Just kidding, no. Like when I at when I moved to California, I was able to. That was finally a win, you know. Like I was
Mm-hmm.
able to get into dental school. So in order for me to become competitive, because I wasn't getting in with just my with my UNR um, GPA and all that kind of stuff. I went to Starbucks every day. And because for me, even in dental school, I loved going to Starbucks to study because I was able to kind of focus in and hone in and really focus on what I can do, like plans. So I made plan A, I made plan B, a plan C, and a plan D. And I listed it all down. And then I was like, okay, this is the plan. Ideally, plan A should work. If the plan A doesn't work, I'll do plan B. And if plan B doesn't work, there's plan C. So I was researching at Starbucks everything that I could do. So I was researching master's programs, all these other programs that I could do to make myself more competitive and show the dental schools that I can handle dental school. So the path that I took was going through hygiene school. And I had so I was looking into Truckee Meadows. There was a lot of research going on in this during this time. And I came into conclusion that I wanted to, I also looked at myself as a profile and then seeing like which dental schools will accept me more, and instead of like applying to a bunch load of dental schools, I just kind of like honed into two dental schools, which was UNLV and Loma Linda University School of Dentistry. And then in Loma Linda they had a dental hygiene program, and I was like, well, if I got into the hygiene program, most likely I'll be able to get into the dental school. So a lot of things in dentistry is you need to have good networking, good grades. You have to have a good character, especially with Loma Linda, and you need to be whole, well-rounded character as well. So they look at your physical health, mental health, spiritual health, and all that kind of stuff. So, but yeah, that's what it was. A lot of research, honestly. It was a lot of days spent. I was just highly motivated to do better in life, like just be able to.
And I know I kind of stopped you at Francis. What
Uh-huh.
else motivated? Who else motivated you?
Who else motivated me? I mean, I guess the your kids motivated me to get into those.
My
Yeah.
kids call her second mom
They're
or
so
best mom.
cute. They're so cute. So I was just kind of like, can't be taking care of these kids. I was just like, oh, I love these kids. I want to make sure that they have somebody to look up to, and like provide them with good, you know show them that with hard work anything is possible. So the kids, I mean, our family, myself. um, my future, I was highly motivated with my future, like how am I gonna sustain myself when if I lose everything, at least so there's something that I can say, hey, I did this all by myself, you know
Yeah,
yeah.
absolutely. Your journey was not easy. I saw that.
Mhm.
And Jopika, like she said earlier, she was very stubborn. She only wanted to do dentistry, and that was it. She'd
Yeah.
do anything. Like getting into dental school, like she went through all the like I would say failures because of not passing, not getting in, but she kept trying. She had to
Yeah.
pivot her way around to where she got in. So
Yeah, and for me, dentistry, I don't know, I love
that took
dentistry.
years.
Honestly, like that's why I was so stubborn, because I know that I looked into every other, like during university, I looked into all the different career paths that I can take, and the path of dentistry was the one I wanted to work on, because I can take care of people, I can work with my hands, I can be a mini engineer, fabricating. Restorations, looking at dimensions and all that kind of stuff. And I mostly it was being able to take care of people and working with my hands. And I also wanted to talk to people all the day, all day, every day. And I really like it. It's like I look forward to going to work because I get to make friends and see friends. And because I was working in a lab. I mean, I loved working in the lab and formulating experiments, and I worked at Dr. Shintani's lab, and it was fun. But I knew that an office desk job is not for me, and that I wanted to talk to people every day. So that's one
Awesome.
thing that I wanted to do.
Well, and now that you're back in Reno,
Mhm.
what are your plans moving forward? And are there any special projects or community and initiatives you're excited to dive into?
Yeah, so one thing that I really want to do is establish myself in the Reno Sparks area. I just started work, so I want to focus on my new job at Brunelli Dental Partners, and I wanted to um, kind of I wanted to practice more in dentistry and try to look into um, PRF stuff, and just trying to take more CE courses and
So,
hopefully
what is PRF for people that don't know?
platelet rich fibrin. That's what the abbreviation means, and
And what does
it's
it do?
so it helps with repair and healing. So it has something to do with coagulation. So, and it's rich in how do I say it in layman's? It's rich in components that will help heal an area and also promote blood supply to the area. So that means that if you have an extraction done and you want to heal faster, like than 2 weeks or 1 week, the PRF will just promote the healing process to become even faster. So there's so many applications you can use PRF with, and one of the things that I wanted to get started on was PRF in dentistry. So extractions, I love doing extractions. I'm gonna be placing implants pretty soon. So to me, if we can expedite the healing process and promote better, like having a successful integration of implants to the bone, I think that would be pretty awesome thing to kind of work with. So I'm still a little baby dentist, so but my focus on really is to provide good quality bread and butter dentistry to my patients. And then future works is that hopefully I'll get into the community. I During dental school, I was highly involved with community service. So hopefully we get to do something,
back.
give back to the community, since, this community, the Reno Sparks community, has helped shape me
Hmm.
and make me into the person I am today.
No, I love that. I love our community, our little big community.
A little community.
Awesome. Well, then, as a dentist and a role model, you're a role model to many, my kids as well. What advice would you give an aspiring professionals, especially those in the medical field, dental field, who might be watching this today and dreaming of a similar path as yours?
I mean, you have to be true to yourself. You know, hard work can get you to places. What's it called? Um, it's like 99% hard work and 1% talent, or something like that. I don't know. So, stick to your guns, trust your intuition, get good grades, and just be a well rounded person, Um, Make sure that this is something that you love to do, because I have some classmates that either dropped out of dental school or didn't want to work with people at their
Yeah.
fourth year. So just make sure that you love working with people. You want to take care of people if you are going into the healthcare service industry. So make sure that you are passionate about helping people that are in need. So, um, and that's my advice, is just trust your intuition. Because some people might tell you no, or tell you you shouldn't do this or shouldn't do that, but you know yourself more than anyone, and you should trust your intuition, because you are most likely right. Because look at me, I was stubborn enough and I became what I want to be. So don't give up on your dreams. Don't give up on it.
Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing, Dr. Gestoso.
I know, hopefully
It's still so weird to call you doctor, but yes, that's her title, Dr. Gestoso.
Yeah.
It's clear that you're not just an incredible professional, but you're also an inspiration to anyone that has a dream and the courage to follow it. So before we wrap up, where can people connect with you and follow your journey?
Follow my journey. I know I'm not on social media at all.
I just drag her. I'm like, come and talk to whoever wants to listen.
To connect with me, I mean, I'm still on social media. I mean, I still have my Instagram up. I think it's like Jaffica Gestoso Dental or something like that. Jaffica Dental. But you know what? My patients call me Dr. G. They can't really say Gestoso, you know that. And they can barely even say my first name. So they call me Dr. G. Let me look at my Instagram. I mean, I barely on it. I'm on Facebook as well. So if you have any questions, most likely I'll be able to get back to you in 4 to 5 business days.
But I'm glad that she's here now so I can drag her to my lives. I mean, if I have a cancellation on Women in Business Wednesdays, she's my go-to. So we'll
you
chat.
can contact my sister. She can always text me, hey, somebody messaged you this and that, if you can't get a hold of me, because it's hard to get a hold of me. Honestly, I'm like the worst. I'm literally the worst. Even my friends probably think I'm the worst. because I don't reply to them.
Well, if you know another doctor, they're always working with their hands and they're with
Mhm.
patients every single time from, business hours. So to get a hold of her, it's either really early in the morning or late at night or the weekends.
Yeah, so I'm most likely like my Instagram or Facebook. Facebook, I mean, yeah, Facebook. Or you can email me. That's better actually. It's my first and last name, Jaffica Gestoso, and then dds@gmail.com. That's like my dental email. So if you have any questions, that's my email. JOUFIKAGESTOSODDS@gmail.com.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Dr. Gustoso, and everyone who tuned in. If you enjoyed this live session, don't forget to hit that like button, share it with someone who needs to hear this, and follow us for more inspirational talks. We'll have her
Mhm.
back for sure here and there
I
and everywhere
know.
in between.
And then
So,
if there's any like subjects you guys want me to talk about, I
because
can.
we're really just talking about surface level stuff, her journey, like we talked about in this live, was not easy, and I saw that, and I saw your tears and hard work throughout it all, so it's
Yeah.
not, oh, I'm a doctor. She really went through a lot to get
Yeah.
to where she's at. Yeah.
That's
So
crazy.
if you guys want us to dig deeper into to that, we can,
Hmm.
on following lives.
I know. I love school too much, huh? That's why I stayed
Oh
too.
yeah, she told me like if she wanted to, she'll just stay in school and
Hmm.
not really work. And I'm like,
But at the end, I was like, I need to work. I need to go and practice. But yeah,
now she's out here in the real world doing her thing.
and I love it. It's fun.
All right, guys, until next time, keep dreaming big and chasing those goals.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll be back on live like a week or two, three, next
Probably
week maybe.
next week or 2.